Meet the Aqua Blade, the ultimate window cleaner for inside and out, whether it's glass, shower doors, mirrors or skylights. This tool delivers crystal clear results with ease. In this video I'll show you how to assemble it, the perfect water, soap and vinegar mix, and of course what I love and what I don't love about this tool. Let's put it to the test. Stick around, this might just be your new favourite cleaning gadget. I ordered the AquaBlade charger set number 2-1 and it came from Amazon. It took a few days to arrive. You get a cleaning mop, a 20cm blade and a 30cm blade, 2 poles and then 3 extension poles. The build quality looks quite good and it's really easy to assemble. You've got a screw thread in the bottom here, so just get one of the poles with a handle and then you just put the thread into the bottom of the squeegee, tighten it clockwise until it goes solid. You don't need to over tighten it, give it a good shake to make sure it's well attached. And then you do exactly the same with the mop. It's got the same sort of screw thread on the bottom in here. So locate your handle and then screw it in clockwise as you did before. And it's good to go. The extension poles allow you to add another 140 centimeters of reach. So all you need to do first is find the middle one and then put the top one on, which has got the blue thread, and then the other one, which has got this black bit on it, that goes on the bottom with the blue handle. And you just slot that into place and you've got a much longer pole. So if you've got really big windows that are quite high up, it's going to make your life a lot easier. And then as we did before, we can just screw on whichever attachment it is that you need. And you can see there, that is the length of the pole. To remove the water tray, we just use 2 fingers and pop it off like this, and then you can empty the tray and it stores a decent amount of water. And to clip it back on, just push it on like so and it locks into place. To get the right water mixture, run some warm water into a bowl. You don't need a huge amount, and then you want a couple of drops of liquid, like washing up liquid will do, so a few drops in there. Don't go too mad, you don't need a huge amount of bubbles. And then they do recommend having a few drops of vinegar. So I took the top off and added a couple of drops to the mix, as this is supposed to help to remove the streaks. Just a few little drops will do the trick. And once it's done, you get your mop, put it in there, let it soak, get all the chemicals into it and the vinegar, and then you want to give it a good strain. Just give it a good squeeze, make sure you've not got masses of water on the mop. And then hold the Velcro at the top, open it up, and then you can find the plastic part of the mop and you can slide it in, and it'll go much easier if you do it this way. Then close up the Velcro and your mop's ready to go. I found the dirtiest windows possible in the house. These get bird poop on them, dirt from the cars, so I thought this would be a great one to do. So you can see the poop and all the crap that's on there. First thing I do is I decide to do the inside, so I'm just going left to right, and then I'll do a bit of up and down and just work on any stubborn spots. Just go as many times as you need to get the spot to come loose. On really stubborn stains, it did take a little while to get them, so I did have to go over them a few times, but if you keep at it, they will disappear, and then you'll be ready to add the blade. When you use the blade, make sure that the yellow compartment is at the bottom and the blue is at the top. And then you want to try and keep it at about a 90-degree angle with a firm amount of pressure. If it starts squealing like a pig, you know you need to add a little bit more pressure to it. And then I start at the top and just work my way down. Quite surprised how good the results are from this. The inside of the windows looks really clean, so I'm going to go on and move to the outside where most of the dirt is. If the windows are proper stinking, it is a really good idea to put a bit more water on the mop. This just gives you a bit more to work with. And also I discovered that if you go too fast with the squeegee, it tends to flick water back up onto the window. So going slower actually works quite a bit better. So don't be in too much of a rush to do your windows. As you can see on the left is where I went fast, and on the right I did it much slower and ended up with less splashes. It's not quite perfect. As you can see, there's some water drops up here. So it doesn't get absolutely everything. But overall, it's really good if you want to clean your windows really quickly. And I'd always have a microfiber cloth handy just to finish off the little bits down the bottom, just to neaten everything up, just to add the final touches. So you got really super clean windows. And any bits at the top. All right, so that's a massive improvement from what we started off with. So the Aqua Blade also works on shower glass, so we're going to give it a shot now. This is absolutely stinking. There's fingerprints all over it, and there's dirt and grime on both sides. So same as before, I just get my squeegee, give it a good wiping over, go up and down, left and right, and we just get our blade, go to the top of the glass, try and keep a nice 90-degree angle. If you miss a bit, don't panic, just go again. That's the outside done. I'm going to move on to the inside, which should be the dirtier side. Hold on to the glass if it moves, and then try and keep that 90-degree angle. Can be quite tricky to do the bit at the bottom. And if you miss any bits, just go again. Boom, that's way cleaner. And this is the bathroom mirror. As you can see, it's absolutely stinking. There's handprints everywhere where we open and close the cabinets. We'll see if it works on this. Make sure you get all the dirty spots with the mop. Go over them a few times if you need to break the dirt loose. Eventually it'll go. Bring on the squeegee. Line up the top and off we go. It's just so quick to use and it's really mess free too. And once you need to empty it, all we need to do is find a sink, and we're just going to pop these two little catches off here and then just drain the water out. And once you're happy with that, you just pop it back in. Job done. I went ahead and did the rest of the windows in the entire house. I discovered that like being slow and smooth was definitely the way to go. I get way less streaks and splashes all over the place, so just be nice and precise and move at a steady rhythm. As you'll see now, I give the windows a good wash down. And then you've got to do your best concentration face when you're trying to get it perfect. I look really stupid, so yeah, when you're doing this, try and smile. But it works really well. You can see how much difference that makes with each pass of the squeegee on the glass. It's looking crystal clear. The squeegee's not perfect. It doesn't get all the water. As you can see, I've got some on the windowsill along here. And it's pretty much the same outside, but it does get the glass really clean and leaves it streak free. Outside is where you can really see it because the sills tend to get a lot more dirty, and that's sort of the runoff water from the squeegee. But overall the windows look pretty clean. You can see a few little drops up there, but I think that's more to do with me missing it rather than the actual squeegee itself. But yeah, super happy with these windows now. The kitchen window is definitely the worst one of all. It has got a few little paint spots here, which I don't know if you'll see on the camera, but those aren't anything to do with the squeegee. That's just paint on the window that I need to probably get off with a blade. And again, along the sill, few drops of water, but you could get that with a cleaning cloth quite easily. And in the office, I've got some skylights. They're a bit more awkward to do because they're on an angle. And it seems to be working quite well, apart from the getting stuck on handles and things like that. It's a little bit awkward, but I think for this you definitely want to use a cloth just to clear up afterwards. I'm going to flip the skylight, do the outside. This is much easier because there's no handles in the way. And this is just so easy to clean these this way. So guys, final thoughts on the Aqua Blade. Is it a good cleaner? 100% it is great. I'm definitely going to be replacing my previous squeegee and 3 cloth method. The blade is really, really good. It's streak free, hardly makes any mess whatsoever, and it keeps all the dirty water in this little tank here. You will need a microfiber cloth just to clean around the edges, maybe at the top and the bottom, but other than that, 100% I'd recommend it. And that's it for me. If you found this video helpful, leave a comment below, hit that like button and smash that subscribe, and well, if you didn't like it, hit that dislike twice, and thanks for watching.